Do you dream of financial freedom? Whether your goal is to retire early, travel the world, or start your own business, you'll never reach it if you don't have financial knowledge. Here are 10 things rich people know about money that the poor don't. 1. Consume less than you earn. This is one of the most important principles in living a wealthy lifestyle. Poor people spend more than they earn, while rich people spend less than they earn. It's a simple idea, and it's something that you should be mindful of as you make your financial decisions. If you're making $1,000 per month and spending $1,100 per month on expenses, then you are not going to have much saved for emergencies or to enjoy during retirement. The key to building wealth is through controlling your consumption levels and spending less than what you earn over time. If you do this long enough, then eventually all the savings will accumulate into wealth. It's okay to splurge every once in a while, but focus on eliminating the little habits like daily lattes or weekly dinners out with friends, which add up to significant amounts over time. You need to get rid of bad habits before you can focus on developing good ones. 2. Save money in your 20s, not your 60s. If you're not able to save for retirement early on, it can be hard to make up for lost time later on. The earlier you start saving, the less your monthly contributions will need to be in order to reach your goals. This way, you'll have more freedom in your life and you'll be more financially secure. You can also take advantage of compound interest, which is when interest is earned on the principal amount invested and any previously earned interest. As your investments grow over time, this will lead to even greater returns. Another option is investing in stocks through index funds or ETFs. 3. Financial success requires delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is one of the most important traits of a successful person. Having to work for what you want can be hard, but it's a valuable life lesson and will help in future endeavors. Rich people learn this lesson at an early age. They understand that they need to save their money in order to get the items they want or need. The average person spends all their paycheck on bills, so they never have anything left over. That's why they're always struggling with debt and not accumulating wealth. Those who are wealthy live below their means so that they can save up more than the average person. Poor people are too used to spending their money as soon as they make it and don't feel like saving any of it. 4. Cut up your credit cards if you can't pay them off each month. One of the best ways to avoid debt is by cutting up your credit cards. If you can't pay them off each month, it's time to cut up those cards. You should also establish a savings account and start saving at least 10% of your earnings. Always take care of the less important debts first, paying off debts with high interest rates before paying off loans with lower interest rates will help save more money in the long run. Get rid of any non-essential items from your budget so you can afford these payments too. It might be tempting to buy new clothes or go out to eat all the time when you get paid, but these luxuries just add to your monthly expenses. Saving $200 per month on unnecessary expenses could allow you an extra $20,000 in retirement. 5. Investing is crucial. Investing is crucial to building wealth, and it's never too late to start. People with a high worth are much more likely to have begun investing in their 20s or 30s than they were in their 40s or 50s. According to one study, if you're not sure where to start, consider index funds, as these investments typically offer higher rates of return and lower levels of risk compared with other investment types. Additionally, mutual funds can help diversify your portfolio because they invest in many different securities rather than just one or two. Finally, make sure to keep your emotions out of the equation by using a plan like dollar cost averaging, so you'll buy when prices are low and sell when prices are high, regardless of whether markets go up or down over time. 6. Make a budget to manage your money well. A budget is a plan for how to spend and save your money each month. It can be hard to balance your short-term and long-term goals. To do this, you'll need to set up a budget. First, figure out how much money you make in a month and what bills you have to pay each month. Then, add up all of your expenses and subtract them from your monthly income. Now you know how much money you're spending every month. Look at what's left over. If there's nothing left over, it's time to think about ways you might cut back on your spending. On the other hand, if there's some leftover money every month, start thinking about saving it so that you can reach your long-term goals. 7. The more assets you have, the less likely it is that your assets will decrease in value. Having assets means that you have some sort of investment, which can be in the form of anything from a home to a car to clothes. The more assets you have, the less likely it is that your assets will decrease in value. For example, if you own a home and your house decreases in value by 10%, then 10% of your asset is worth less. If you own 10 homes and one drops in value by 10%, only 1% of your asset is worth less. Rich people know that having multiple investments helps them protect themselves from any potential downside. A side benefit of this strategy is diversification. You're not putting all your eggs into one basket, so when the markets are up or down, they're still in play. 8. Cash is king. The wealthy understand how cash is king, and they can often see opportunities where others may be blinded by debt. The less you owe to banks, credit card companies, and other financial institutions, the more secure your future becomes. The best way to avoid debt is to save money so you're never in a position where you have to rely on loans. It's important to pay off any loans you already have as soon as possible, even if it means getting a second job or cutting back on spending. And while it may sound simple, building an emergency fund is one of the most effective ways to build wealth and protect yourself against unforeseen emergencies. 9. The cost of living is going up while wages are stagnating. The cost of living is going up. Inflation is causing prices for food, housing, and healthcare to increase. Meanwhile, wages are staying stagnant. As a result, more Americans than ever before are struggling to afford the basics. Incomes for most workers have not grown enough to keep pace with rising costs, and those who are unemployed or underemployed can't catch up because they're earning less than they used to, or even nothing at all. Those fortunate few in high-paying jobs may be able to handle these higher costs, but it's getting harder and harder for many people. It's time we realize that this isn't just a problem affecting the working class. There are plenty of middle-class families trying their best just to get by while their paycheck doesn't stretch as far as it used to. 10. The rich work hard and plan to get ahead in life, but they also know when to stop working so they can enjoy themselves and rest up for the next day. If you're always working, it's easy to get burned out and lose sight of what's important. That's why the rich work hard to make a little bit more than they need and then put it away for a rainy day. They also plan ahead so they can enjoy themselves now without worrying about tomorrow. Being present in the moment is one of life's great pleasures. It's been said a society grows great when old men plant trees whose shade they know they shall never sit under. In other words, this generation needs to be mindful of our future generations, who will need us as we grow old. We all have finite time on this earth. The sooner we start investing in ourselves, the better off we'll be later. The richness of your relationships with family and friends are worth far more than any amount of money could ever buy. And finally, when you've achieved success at work or in your personal life, it's okay to celebrate. If you are interested in gaining more wisdom on how to be wealthy, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for more content. Also, make sure to click the bell to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching.